Yesterday I told you there are 7 basic units. Now the basic units, 7 basic units. Now 7 basic units, when we say, what are these? Now when I say 7 basic units, it means number 1, physical quantity we have to see. So you can make a small table here for better understanding. So we'll write it, physical quantity, physical quantity, then is symbol for quantity, then symbol of SI unit. As I told you, SI unit was international system, symbol of SI unit, and then name of that unit. That is very important, name of SI unit. So first physical quantity, students, there is length. You must be studying this all, otherwise so hardly any problem. So first is length. Length has got symbol L and its unit is meter, M, and we call it, as you know, it is meter. Then second one is mass. Mass is represented by small n. Remember, it is small n, not capital N. And then mass is represented by kg, and we call it kilogram. After mass, we have got time, very important unit, as you are aware of. Time is represented by T, and it is represented in seconds. So it is in seconds. Then we move to next part. Next is electric current. I just write 1, 2, 3 so that you remember. 1, 2, 3. Then 4 is electric current. Electric current, student, is I, as you will be studying in physics also, and its symbol is, unit is A. A represents ampere. So this is the name. Then comes thermodynamic temperature. What is thermodynamic? This is, you will be studying in detail, one chapter is there. Thermodynamic temperature. So thermodynamic temperature is represented by T, and it is K. Though generally we call it Fahrenheit, centigrade, but when we study chemistry, it is known as Kelvin. So we always represent, and you should know the relationship also in these. Then sixth one is amount of substance. Amount of substance, that is mass, as we call it. Correction, here not mass, but here we will be going for chemistry term. So this amount of substance represented by N, and N is called mole, and its unit is also called mole. So we will be discussing many things in mole. And lastly, we come for the 7th unit, luminous intensity. So it is unit in current, correction, light. So this is represented by IV, and its unit is CB, and it is called candela. So these are, students, basic 7 units which you should be aware of. Then we move for the first part, that is how to represent length. So then is in a whole thing I should say that various prefixes are used in SI systems. So various prefixes which are used in SI systems are now we'll be studying. So prefixes used in SI system. Now, as I told you yesterday, SI means what? SI system is basically a French term. It is otherwise called, now what is SI? SI means International System of Units. So it is International System of Units. It is a French term otherwise, which means Les System International d'Units. If you want to write, really know that what is from where this term has come. So this has come from Les System, SYSTEME, System International d'Units. So this is a French term, but otherwise we commonly call it SI system. So this was adopted in 11th conference, 11th General Conference, we should call it 11th General Conference on Weight and Measures. Abbreviation we also call it CGPM. Again, this origin is of French. So now the prefixes used in SI system. What are these prefixes? So when I say prefixes used, we start with the lowest one. So again, I will be making a small table for you to make it understand. So prefixes used in SI system. Again, I give the heading. Prefixes used in SI system. So we make 3 columns. First is, let us say, multiple. Second one is prefix. And then we have to give it symbol also. Symbol. So we'll start with we will not be doing all these, but we'll do only the important one. The first one is 10 raised to power minus 15. So whenever you find this unit, this multiple, give prefix femto and symbol is F. It will be femtometer, femtogram, and so on. Then we will be doing only few, as I have told you, 10 raised to power minus 12. So when 10 raised to power minus 12, we call it pico. In biology, you will study many units in picometers. Picometers, nanometers, and angstrom, very common in biology. So it is P. Then 10 raised to power minus 9. Basically, we are taking a multiple of 3, 10 raised to power 9. 9 is nano. Remember, this unit is very important for your biology purpose. Even pico is important. Student, there is another unit which is very commonly used in biology but not part of your chemistry part, so I will be just mentioning it separately. That is 10 raised to power minus 10. And this unit is called angstrom. Generally, in cells we measure in angstrom, and it is called A. Okay, then we come back. So then comes 10 raised to power minus 6, and this becomes your micro. Micro, that is represented by mu. Then is 10 raised to power minus 3. This is milligram or millikilometer. Milli represented by small m. Now we'll go slightly in a different manner so that the other units which we commonly use, they also fall in. Uh, 10 raised to the power minus 3. Then we come for 10 raised to the power minus 2. It is centimeter, and we call it centi. If it is meter, we call it centimeter, or it is centi, and represented by letter C. Then 10 raised to the power minus 1, or 1 by 10 as we call it, decigram, decimeter as we call it. So this is represented by D. And if there is 10 like this becomes deca. Deca means DA. Then 10 raised to the power 200, it becomes hecta. That is H. Then comes 10 raised to the power 3. This is your kilo, kilograms, kilometer, and so on. Kilo represented by K. Then is 10 raised to the power 6 mega, represented by capital M. Then 10 raised to the power 9, that is giga. Very large terms now, these are G. Then 10 raised to the power 12. 10 raised to the power 12 means tera. T. Then 10 raised to the power 15. 10 raised to the power 15 means theta. T-E-T-E, theta, represented by T. So this is how system goes. If you remember what you have learned so far in your previous classes, we start with one system which I just give you. For example, I give you a system, let's say millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, then is the after meter decameter, hectometer, and then comes kilometer. So this is how the whole system works. So here meter is 1, decimeter is 1 by 10, centimeter is 1 by 100, millimeter is 1 by 1000. And here 1 meter, decameter, so it is 10, it is 100, and it is 1000 meter. So if you remember here, kilometer means 10 raised to the power 3. So if you make this you can also write as 10 raised to the power 3. Similarly, if you want to write millimeter, you can write it as 10 raised to the power minus 3. Similarly, centimeter, you can write 10 raised to the power minus 2. So if you see here, centimeter, yes, here it is 10 raised to the power minus 2. So that is how the whole system is functional here. So this example you can say comes from this part, and it is in meters. If you go in, let's say, grams, if you want to go in grams, so this becomes milligram, centigram, decigram, then gram, decagram, hectogram, and kilogram. So kilogram is, if you see kilogram, it has got 1000 grams, or 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. Hectogram, 1 hectogram is equal to 100 grams. Decagram is equal to 10 grams. 1 gram is equal to, of course, 1 gram. Decigram is equal to 0.1 gram. Centigram is equal to 0.01 gram. Milligram is equal to 0.001 gram, or 1 by 1000. So that is how the whole scheme works.